According to Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum, we are going to have a cyber attack soon, and it's going to be even worse than the pandemic.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack.
On their website, it says that large-scale cyber attacks rank 5th among the risks most likely to occur in the next 10 years. How could he possibly know that there's going to be a cyber attack in our near future? Well, kind of like how Bill Gates knew there was going to be a pandemic. It's really easy to predict the future when you're the one making these events happen. So why do they want a cyber attack to happen? Well, because when the power goes out and our banks go to zero and we lose everything, who do you think we're going to turn to? The government. And if you haven't noticed by now, they create the problem so that they can create the solution and gain our trust so they can take our rights away. And what better time to implement a one world currency when all of our bank accounts are reset? Could this also be why they're trying to replace all of our vehicles with electronic ones? Because what happens to them when the power goes out? Biden is even offering up to $7,500 of federal tax credit if you purchase an electronic vehicle. And he claims that the future is electric. The future of the auto industry is electric. There's no turning back. The Great American Road Trip will be fully electrified. Since I took office, electric vehicle sales have tripled. Every electric vehicle sold is a win against climate change. Really? Because according to this Forbes article, it states half of the lifetime carbon dioxide emissions from an electric car come from the energy used to produce the car, especially in the mining and processing of raw materials needed for the battery. This compares unfavorably with the manufacture of a gasoline-powered car, which accounts for 17% of the car's lifetime carbon dioxide emissions. When a new electronic vehicle appears in the showroom, it has already caused 30,000 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions. The equivalent amount for manufacturing a conventional car is 14,000 pounds. Once on the road, the carbon dioxide emissions of electronic vehicles depends on the power generation fuel used to recharge its battery. If it comes mostly from a coal-fired power plant, it will lead to about 15 ounces of carbon dioxide for every mile it is driven, 3 ounces more than a similar gasoline-powered car. Now get this part. The raw materials used in electric car batteries are highly concentrated in a small number of countries where environmental and labor regulations are weak or non-existent. Thus, battery production for electronic vehicles is driving a boom in small-scale cobalt production in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which supplies 2/3 of global output of the mineral. These artisanal mines, which account for up to a quarter of the country's production, have been found to be dangerous and employ child labor. So what is the real reason they want to replace all vehicles with electric ones?